From Broke to Millionaire, the 7 secrets they never told you. Let me take you back to a time when I was so broke, even my wallet was depressed. I had student loans up to my neck, rent was due, and my bank account was making sounds that even the ATM machine was embarrassed about. You know it's bad when the ATM spits out your card with a try again later kind of energy. But here's the thing, everyone loves a good rags to riches story, right? Well, this isn't one of those overnight miracles. I had to dig myself out of the financial quicksand, and the deeper I dug, the more I realized that money isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about mindset, hard work, and, believe it or not, biblical wisdom. Yep, I said it. Lesson 1. You have to start with what you have. When I hit rock bottom, I was constantly waiting for a big break, thinking someone was going to swoop in and hand me a winning lottery ticket. Spoiler alert, that never happened. What I realized was something straight out of the Bible. Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30, the parable of the talents. In this story, a master gives 3 servants some money. 2 of them invest and double their portion, while one just buries it out of fear. Guess which one got in trouble? Yeah, the guy who did nothing. I had to start using what I had, even if it was small. That meant starting with just $20 in my account and flipping items online. You may be broke, but you're not broke in spirit. You've got talent, skills, use them. Lesson 2. You can't outpray laziness. Now let's get something straight. Prayer is powerful. I'm living proof. But you can't be sitting on your couch scrolling through Instagram and just expect God to drop bags of cash from the sky. James 2:26 says, "Faith without works is dead." If you're praying for financial freedom, make sure you're also working for financial freedom. For months, I prayed that God would bless my bank account while simultaneously doing absolutely nothing about my situation. It wasn't until I rolled up my sleeves and started hustling that things began to change. Prayer? Yes. Hard work? Even more, yes. Lesson 3, debt is not your friend, it's more like a frenemy. Here's where I get a little personal. Debt is like that friend who always gets you into trouble, but is somehow fun to be around, at first. Proverbs 22 verse 7 says, "The borrower is servant to the lender." I was neck deep in debt, but I kept pretending everything was fine. Just a little more debt, I can handle it, I'd tell myself. Spoiler alert, I couldn't. I decided to cut the toxic relationship with debt. I started paying off the smallest loans first, shout out to Dave Ramsey, and worked my way up. Was it fun? Absolutely not. Did it work? Oh, you bet. Nothing feels better than breaking free from those chains. Lesson 4, you have to sacrifice something to gain something. When I started making money, the temptation was strong to go buy all the things I couldn't afford when I was broke. Nice clothes, gadgets, fancy meals. But then I remembered Proverbs 13:11, which says, "Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it." In other words, don't blow it just because you made it. I sacrificed short-term comfort for long-term gain. Instead of buying the latest iPhone, I invested in my side hustle. Instead of eating out every night, I made rice and beans my best friends. Sure, my social life took a hit, but I was too busy working towards financial freedom to care. Lesson 5. Surround yourself with the right people. Here's where the story gets real. I used to hang out with people who were as broke as I was. Not a problem, except that all we did was complain about how broke we were. Misery loves company, but you know what loves company even more? Success. I started hanging out with people who were doing better than me financially. They weren't necessarily rich, but they had a wealth mindset. Proverbs 13:20 says, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." My new circle taught me the power of investment, budgeting, and even tithing. These weren't just get-rich-quick schemers, they were people who believed in building something that lasts. Lesson 6. Give to receive. This one surprised me the most. When I started making money, I felt like I had to hoard it, but the Bible teaches the opposite. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you." So I started giving. A portion of every paycheck went to my church, charities, or helping out a friend in need. It wasn't until I loosened my grip on money that I started seeing even more financial blessings come my way. Giving keeps you humble, and it keeps you from letting money become your master. Lesson 7. Trust the process. Finally, the biggest lesson I learned was patience. There were days I wanted to give up, days when I felt like I was working hard but seeing no progress. But like it says in Galatians 6:9, let us not grow weary of doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. I'm not saying I became a millionaire overnight. In fact, it took years of grinding, sacrificing, and staying the course. But eventually, things started to turn around. One deal led to another, one investment paid off, and soon enough, my bank account was singing a much happier tune. The bottom line, if you're broke right now, trust me, I've been there. But here's what no one tells you. It's not about waiting for some big break. It's about changing how you think about money, working hard, and putting God first. Wealth isn't just about having lots of money, it's about living in abundance, even before the bank balance catches up. So stop waiting for a miracle and start building one. You've got everything you need.